us now to talk expansion and the biggest taste trends. Randy Garutti, he is Shake Shack CEO, and he's like, I think you've got like abs. I mean, we were just so you everything in moderation.
Joe,
you test your food, but it's all about.
I eat a
moderation.
lot of Shake Shack, and I balance it out with a lot of working out and other good food.
I've tried everything here. The shakes is amazing.
I haven't tried everything on my plate.
I mean, you know, you gonna eat that?
Yeah,
It's on your chicken bites. You should try those.
So I immediately, okay, here's something I saw, and I don't want to mention a competitor, but I have to. But so Chick-fil-A is suddenly number 3 behind McDonald's and Starbucks. They're expanding here. Are your international expansions more aggressive than the number of locations you're adding here, or you're doing more?
We're doing more here. I mean, today we're about 60-40. Here's the amazing thing, right? Shake Shack's in its 15th year. At some point in 2009, when we had 2 restaurants, we made the probably very naive and maybe brilliant decision that we didn't know at the time to go international. Our 7th Shack ever was in Dubai. And this year alone, we opened our first in mainland China in Shanghai.
In Shanghai, yeah.
I just got back from the Philippines where people were camped out overnight. We were in Singapore at one of the greatest sites we've ever captured in the world near the airport. And next week I go to Mexico to launch. And there's something about this brand that has transcended borders, even at our relatively small size. We're actually a pretty small company.
Could it be the shakes and the hamburgers? I think I understand your success.
Here's how you look at it. We sell the most mass appeal product in the world, the hamburger. We didn't invent it, and we won't be the last ones to make a great one. But we do it in a way with a brand, with a lifestyle component that people want to take out their phone and take a picture and say, hey, I'm here at Shake Shack.
But what do you think that is? Because you guys don't even do that much marketing, I don't think. I mean, you do viral marketing.
We do very little paid advertising. I think we've always said, you know, we stand for something good. We were born in New York City as a fine dining restaurant company, and we just apply those same ethos.
But you think that when you go to, halfway around the world, that they know that?
They do, because when we go to Mexico, we find the best chef, one of the best chefs in Mexico City, and we team up and we make one of our menu items with them. We find the best chocolates, the best ingredients, and we say our core menu is the same, but we're going to give these cameos to some of the best food producers in your city.
Does it only work in cities? Is this only an urban?
Definitely not. You look across. I think that was the narrative for a long time. Certainly almost 5 years ago when we went public, people would say, that's a New York company. Today, less than 20% of our company is in New York City, and we're all over the U.S. We're thriving in California.
Outside of metropolitan areas?
Absolutely. We've got a lot of suburban shacks in the Midwest, in Florida, even in California now. So we opened in Birmingham, Alabama. And it's really working wherever we've gone. So we're excited about the future.
Well, if you can't beat them, join them. Are you doing the cow fartless Beyond Meat crap, or
you're ask it like that?
Okay, are you?
Look, here's what I'll say about that. I think they're great people and great companies. We've had a good relationship with Beyond Meat and all those guys. They've been in our test kitchen.
So you're doing it,
and we have no intention of doing it today. I think we want to watch and see how this plays out. I think Shake Shack was built on doing classic things better than other people did them. So let's watch a little bit. Let's see if it can continue.
How much would it cost?
My take is I'm fascinated by the early impressions that people have by it, and I want to see if those impressions continue.
You guys have invested early in lots of interesting food projects, let's call them. Would you invest in something like this?
I think I probably would. I think there's a future for it. I think it's going to evolve, and when you see giants like Tyson and other companies getting in the play, I think that's going to be the interesting thing to shake out. Is can the small independents with the initial product compete against the huge food manufacturers who are going to also come up with some pretty good stuff? But we like to do our own thing. We always
have millennials that wouldn't touch a GMO product, even if it makes it safer, cleaner, better, bigger, whatever. They won't touch those. And any preservatives, they don't want those. But they're going to want something that is all chemicals and put together and didn't have one scintilla of natural food.
That's why
how do you talk to them about it?
No hormones, no antibiotics, and that's why we're not ready to quite jump on that trend.
But does that mean you think it's a flash in the pan?
No, I think it's got to improve. I think it's got to see evolution and make sure that it can be a lot more things.
Does the story have to be more than just effectively a climate story and effectively turn into a story about health? Because the one piece of this that's so interesting is, right, an Impossible Burger is not better for you. It's actually probably worse than a classic burger.
To me, this is not about plant-based protein science. This is about, I eat a lot of hamburgers. You shouldn't eat a hamburger every day. The next time I go somewhere, I want to have something that I enjoy that's that's healthier for them.
Let's talk labor issues. Why would 4-day work weeks help you get?
It's a big deal. We've never seen a more challenging labor environment than we exist in today. Low unemployment, higher wages, and we want to invest in our people. I grew up in the restaurant business since I was 13. It's a badge of honor to work 6-7 days a week and 14-hour days in the restaurant business. Whoever wrote the rule has to be that way. I want to build a company where our team can have a balanced lifestyle. We can have new moms be successful. We can have women in the workplace thrive.
You want to really go to a 4-day
We're trying really hard. I don't know if it can work. We have it in about 40 of our restaurants right now, and we're getting some great feedback from our team.
Why can't it work?
Well, it's a math challenge, right? It's not a job where it's a corporate job where if I don't come in today, it's kind of okay, right? Someone has to run that restaurant during those hours. So mathematically, we just have to figure out how do we cover a great leadership.
To do that? I mean, it seems to me like it's a huge perk you can give that doesn't cost you any money.
That's what we're trying to get to. And if we can get to that, it's going to be great. So
but I'm assuming it actually must cost you. There has to be incremental cost.
There is, and
having an incremental employee.
That's right. And what we're trying to do is figure out how do you do it without an incremental employee? How do you do it so we can have the same great leadership all day long?
And then what do you say to the employee who says, actually, you know what, I want to work 5 days. I want to work 6 days.
Happening. That's what's super fun. And we say, you know what, you want to work 5 days? We can do that. Or how about this? Let's work on how you can be amazing in 4 days and take another day off.
I just feel like there's a huge number of people who would love that alternative.
It's
and
huge.
that would be a draw, like you said, for moms or anybody else who want more flexibility.
We've seen so many.
Will you get back to us and
you bet
whether? But actually, I was just thinking about that.
For you or for me?
No, it will never work for us because the New York Stock Exchange is over, so we got to be here 5 days. But you could basically give all the management of CNBC off a couple of days, and actually nothing.
You want to try it? You want to write a letter for it?
Nothing. Take a camera shot of this. I think we're going to move over a little bit.
Nothing would change.
Yeah.
I mean,
save that tape for
make it 3 days.
The next time you want to,
we'll stick to cooking burgers.
Make it an afternoon
contract.
Make it an afternoon. Just stop by on Mondays.
During the commercial break, we were talking about distribution and not just distribution but delivery, and you guys are using Postmates and DoorDash and Uber Eats. Who's the winner of all of this?
I think you're going to see the larger players shake out and win. It's a fascinating.
When you say the larger players, there's 3 or 4 big players.
I think Uber obviously is great. Grub is fantastic. DoorDash has done some great work, and Postmates is trying to go public and grow. I think those 4 have a real strong opportunity.
But you work with all of them. What's the difference?
Each one regionally is different, and they're all trying to figure out how to make money in a very tough business. Now, I don't think there's ever been a bigger change to the restaurant business since the invention of the drive-through than this.
So hold on. So Uber is losing a fortune doing this.
Yeah.
Do you think now that they're public, that fundamentally has to change?
I think all of them have to figure out how this becomes a long-term sustainable business. They can't do it forever as a money loser. And that means better logistics. It means figuring out how to work with companies like ours and making sure that we can have good long-term economics.